Good morning everyone, this is Gary from Alford's. As you can see there, that's my website for those that don't know me, Alford's Exterior Cleaning and Restoration. I'm here to talk to you today about Stonehealth, which is these guys here. I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with them. They're home of the Doff stone cleaning system and the Torc stone cleaning system, both of which I own, and I'm basically going to give you a completely unbiased, completely honest viewpoint of what I think about Stonehealth and the products, etc. And I'll explain why in a second, so just bear with me. Hi everyone, so as I said, I'm Gary from unfounded.com. I've got quite a good reputation for waffling, so I'll try and keep this as succinct as I can, and basically explain why I'm actually doing this little video, which is essentially a review for Stonehealth and their systems. Now, I invested in two Doffs, sold one and still have one, and I also have their Torc system, so I'm speaking from first-hand experience of the equipment that Stonehealth provide, i.e., as I said earlier, the Doff and the Torc system, which has an enviable reputation within the particularly heritage fields, going back some 30 years. I've been trading 25 years as well, and I appreciate longevity in a company, etc. So when I decided to invest in the Stonehealth products, I did a lot of due diligence into their products. I've got a background in engineering, and I used to work as a buyer, so I used to deal with suppliers, etc. So before I even invested, I did, from my own experiences, the right sort of due diligence to check what the company was about and if it was a company that I'd be happy dealing with and ultimately spending my money with. Now, I've got no allegiance to these guys at all. That's the honest truth, and anyone again who knows me, I will talk straight, and I'll talk straight from as I see it, and there'll be no bull. I've got nothing to gain from it, and it's just my honest feedback. This isn't scripted, if you like. So, again, if I'm waffling, as I said earlier, apologies, but it's not supposed to be a professionally polished video. It's supposed to be just as I see it. So, like I say, I did the due diligence, and particularly I had some work lined up that I thought the Doff in particular at that time would be suitable for, because it had an enviable reputation within the heritage fields, and it is also being used in the soft washing, general sort of fields these days as well. Now, the number one reason I invested, like I say, is because of that, and also because of the customer service and the reputation that they had, and that goes, as I've already said, for 30 years experience. And all I can say is since deciding to invest, and that was following chats with various other people as well as the company itself to help me make an informed decision. Once I decided to invest, and like I say, initially two Doffs and then subsequently the Torc system as well, they have absolutely fulfilled everything that I expected of them, and it was important for me to know that there was a good customer service there, and they had the backup, and that includes hire machines, which they do only allow out to people that already have the system. That's because they're trying to keep the standards high, which is protecting their reputation as far as I'm concerned, and rightly so, because any customers I deal with, I also want to know that they are protected by a very reputable brand. And I've had to call them on numerous occasions, partway through jobs, etc., getting advice. I've had to speak to various other people there, and every single time, bar none, they've always been there to do the best they can, and that fills me with confidence, and that also fills me with confidence. So I'm not going to let my customers down, because when I'm working with customers, again, it's very important to me having a long history in the cleaning, exterior cleaning. You know, as I said already, 25 years, that I want to maintain that reputation, and any suppliers I use, and certainly back in my engineering days when I was working as a buyer, equally so, that'd be a very important criteria when I was making a decision about what suppliers I used to supply our quite sizable engineering company at the time. And they have more than fulfilled everything that I expected of them, and some, I would say, and probably I would go as far as to say they're within the top 5 companies I've ever dealt with in all my years of living, if you like, which is, I'm a young age still, but quite a few years now I've been working with different companies, and they've been an absolute pleasure to deal with. And the main reason of this sort of video is because I'm on their, what they call their Rosette approved contractor scheme, and part of that, you know, one of the conditions are that you have your machine serviced every year, as well as providing references from works you've already done. Now, again, I totally accept that, I totally get that, because that's them holding up their side of the bargain to say that, you know, our machines are top quality, our machines are well maintained, our contractors do the job correctly, etc. They're trained by us, and, you know, they're keeping some sort of control on that. And of course, they're a business, they also need to make money. So I get that, I'm on that approved thing, and I had to take a machine in for a service last week. Long story short, they went absolutely massively above and beyond what was necessary, because I had a catastrophic situation with a vehicle breakdown when I was nearly there. They went absolutely out their way to make what was a very stressful day as smooth as possible. Nothing to do with them, it was basically my problem, but I was there obviously to have the machine serviced. And I just like to publicly thank every single one of them at Stonehealth for making my life as easy as possible on that day, which culminated in the AA getting me rescued on a low loader. And if anything, the AA didn't perform anywhere near as well as Stonehealth did. So I do want to publicly thank them all. And I think when I see some of the comments and various things from people on the various forums, LinkedIn, Facebook groups and various things, normally from people that have had no experience dealing with this company, other than I can only think that they're possibly jealous of the enviable reputation that Stonehealth have and the Doff system has, etc. And I think it's totally unjustified. You know, and it's nothing more than possibly even slanderous on occasions, you know, and these guys don't deserve that. And certainly myself as an investor in a company, I don't like to see that, because it's basically essentially saying that you know, us as people that use their systems, invest in their systems, are stupid as well. We're not, I can assure you, you know. And the reason why Doffs and Torcs are quite often specified on tenders, etc., is because people over, like I've already said, 30 years, trust this brand, trust this reputation, trust the contractors, trust the backing that if there are any issues, it'll be sorted out as quickly as possible. And I want to say, again, a massively thanks to you guys, and I'm glad I invested. And you can, anyone watching this can think what you like, think that I've been put up to this, think that I'm daft, think that I just want to look after my own investment, which I do obviously partly, but it's more about true, honest customer service and way beyond what's necessary, you know. And I'm so glad I invested. So I am waffling now. It's a long old video, this one, so hopefully you had a beer, a cup of tea before you started. And if anyone's got any questions on dealing with Stonehealth or thinking of investing or whatever, contact me at unfounded.com. And of course, while I'm here, likewise, if anyone needs any services from that we can do, you know, via the Doff and the Torc especially, or anything else, you know, have a look on the website, or give us a call or whatever. But I hope that helps some people. And again, Thanks, guys at Stonehealth. All of you, you know you are. We really appreciate your help recently. Cheers. See you soon. Bye.